Hello, beautiful family. My name's Maria, and welcome to the Death Star Betty. So, I am an intuitive tarot reader. I don't know why I wanted to say channeler first, but yeah, I channel. I'm gonna do a one-card tarot. I didn't do one yesterday. I feel bad. So, everybody that follows me, my bad. Honestly, I did that other video and then I didn't have time to do it, so I didn't. But I am working on it. I'm trying to get my own little section in the house set up so I can start doing it at home, because I eventually would like to start offering tarot readings and channeling. And also oracle. I do oracle readings, tarot readings, all kinds of stuff. Ooh, choices. Yes, I will have many choices. But let's see. Today for the collective, I kind of think, oh, that one's not for them. My bad. That one was for me. Yes, I will be offering a lot of choices. So for the collective, ooh, we're talking change. Look at that. The 8 of Cups. We're changing. We're moving on. We're leaving all the stuff that no longer serves us, all that emotion, all the baggage. That's what it feels like. It's all the baggage that we're holding on to, that we know, like bad habits, like all kinds of things that we know aren't good for us. Like, we're finally changing that. We're finally turning our back on it, you know, because he's walking away. He's already across. Look, he's across the water. Like, he went through that water. He crossed that bridge, burned it down, because there's no bridge back. There is no bridge back to this. Like, you're done. You're out of here. You're like, nope. Like a thief in the night, you know what I mean? Because the moon's out. Like, you're a thief in the night. Like, you're just like moving out and you're like, no, like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not gonna be here anymore. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. Does anything have to go with that? What are we walking away from? All right, I see it. We are walking back to possibilities. We're releasing everything that no longer serves us, but the possibilities, that's where we're going. We're going to where it's possible, where all the things we thought were for us, all those things that we're walking away from, we're walking to all the things that are. Look at all that. Like, all these cups were freaking empty. All these cups had nothing to offer us. But look at these. Look at that. Please only take what resonates. If it resonates with you, like, awesome. But I think if my video's on your feed and you're vibing with me and this just feels like it fits, it's because it's meant to. Look, our responsibility, like our destiny, things are going to get easier. This is, you know, the 10 is completion. The 10 is us not having to like, we're done working hard. You know, like the responsibility, we're done doing all the work. We're done focusing on all the shit. And look, it's our turn. Like, our destiny, we're not going to have this anymore. We're not going to be busting our backs. No, all this coming in, whatever you walked away from, all this coming in, it's ending all this cycle. It's ending all this. Yep. We are moving on, baby. We are going for bigger and better. And the fact that both of those came out is just confirmation from Spirit. Like, no, things are turning. Shit's not going to be as hard as it was anymore. It's going to get easier. It's going to be something you're going to be able to you're going to love to do. Whatever this new thing is, I feel like it's something. Have you ever heard that expression? When you do what you love, you're hardly working, or something like that. I think I butchered that. But the sentiment basically was that, like, when you're doing something you're passionate about, it doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like, oh, you know, a 9 to 5 where, like, I'm working for the man, like, they're timing everything I do. When you work for yourself, or when you actually work in something that brings you passion, something you're passionate about, like, when you do something like that, it's not work, because you're happy. See, like, right now we're in this sadness because we're like, oh, I'm leaving. But we forget we have other things coming. We have things we're not even paying attention to, is the problem. You know what I mean? Like, we're sad about the shit we got to let go, or shit we lost, the stuff that's like is gone now. Why are we sad about it? We still have other stuff. We have, oh, if I could get the card out. We have possibilities coming. Why are we sad? Like, get out of this. Oh, look. That's crazy. We're just, the choice The choice is there, babe. The choice is there. We don't want this hardship no more. What else is popping out there? Ugh, proposals. You got something new coming in. You got something new. This, another cup. So this has to be something that I want to say it's something emotional that you got past, like a barrier. Like, honestly, for me, I kind of feel like this message resonates for me in the way that I'm finally releasing a lot of my fear. And that's a very emotional thing. And I know that me releasing as much fear and me getting over being fearful in all these ways is going to get me places. Because I know I belong there. Because I that's where the dream is. That's where my new life is, right? So letting go of all the stuff that wasn't for me is helping. And one of the things that wasn't working for me is fear, lack of confidence, all of that. But you know what? Like, I'm starting to let it go. Why? Because who cares? Like, life is short and I forget, you know? And then there's this, so yesterday I'm on Substack. If anybody of you, like anybody's on there, I'm on Substack. It's just it's Death Star Betty without the duh. Yeah. I don't know, tongue twister. But yeah, so I was on Substack last night and I was reading these, I don't know how to say this without feeling like I'm messing it up. Taoist, Tao. I don't know how you say it. It's the Taoist. You know what I mean? Like, I don't always say it wrong, or I always feel like my mouth doesn't say it right. If you know what the word is, like, just, or how I can like learn to pronounce it properly. But anyways, I was reading these parables, and it's crazy because after I read that parable, it's an old parable where it talks about how there's a farmer and his son that live out in the, you know, country, and they only have one horse, and the horse runs away. Like, they the man and his son wake up to see that the horse had broke through the fence. So the neighbors come over, and the neighbor's like, oh my God, that's so sad. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you only have the one horse. Well, a week later, the horse came back, and because it became or joined a group of wild horses, he actually brought that herd, well, I don't know what they call it, but the group of wild horses that he joined, he brought them back to the farm. So now, not only did, you know, the farmer now have an abundance in horses, but, you know, the neighbors came around again. They're like, oh, you're so lucky, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's a good thing. But every time, like, they would tell him things, which is a big point that I almost forgot, was that he would say, well, maybe it is a good thing. Maybe it isn't a good thing. I mean, we'll see, you know? So time goes on, and there's some kind of accident. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna butcher it. You guys should look it up for yourself, but awesome. So time goes by, and then the son gets injured to where he breaks his leg, and, you know, they're like, oh, that's so sad. Like, it's just you guys on the farm, you know, trying to, of course, neighbors. I don't know. I think neighbors, they use it as the outside world, because that's how the outside world is. But then, so then he breaks his legs, and then he's like, well, you know, maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing, like, we'll see. So after some time after that, there's a war, and they're drafting the young men from the area, and they go to the farmer's house, and they see his son's leg is broken, so they're like, we can't take him. So he wasn't drafted. So the neighbors came, and they're like, oh, you're so lucky, and you know, and it's like, well, maybe it isn't. Like, we'll see what happened to that. But like, that's kind of where it ended. But it's just like, I don't know, it makes you think that it's like everybody's always going to be telling you what it is and what it isn't. But the truth is, when you live in like or when you finally surrender to the spiritual, you'll realize that it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, if it's a good in that moment or a bad in that moment, because you only have that information in that moment. You don't know what the future is going to hold. Like, their horse ran away. That sucked. But then a week later, he had an abundance of horses, you know? And then it was just him and his son. And unfortunately, there was the accident, but it saved him from being drafted and possibly, you know, in war stuff, you know, war games, I don't know, stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you don't know what's good and bad. And either way, I mean, it can be good in one situation and bad in one situation. So I guess the point of it is that you don't know. And living with, oh, my life's going great, or oh, my life's going bad, like, it's a little difficult. It's a little difficult. All we got to do right now is leave what's not for us and be open to everything that is. And I think the message today, because of that, because I had to remember that parable for some reason, because like I said, I read it yesterday, saw 2 videos yesterday that were very similar to what that story's like point was. And then this morning I saw another video that also had very similar things in it. So I don't know, I kind of feel like it's just telling us that right now we might feel like, oh, things are hard, or oh, things are going great, but we don't know what's coming next. So we kind of got to take it, I don't want to say with a grain of salt, but we kind of got to take it as a, okay, let's take this, like, it's not great right now, but let's see what happens. You know what I mean? Like, you're just open to the possibilities of it working out either way, but you're also not, I don't know why it said 11:11 when I looked, or 11:44 when I looked up. And now I lost my train of thought. I don't know why that popped up. Someone needed to hear it, I guess, but it was 11:44. Yeah. On my timer. Not on my watch, it says 3:20. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like someone needed to hear it, because I know I needed to hear it. And to be honest, having it repeated over and over and over, the same lesson, because I'm really in the depth right now of my journey of letting go of control, of understanding that I'm not going to be able to know what's coming next. Like, I have to learn to roll with the punches, and to understand that even if I feel things are not going my way, I mean, eventually they will. You know what's funny? And I kind of want to tell this story only because I thought it was funny at one point, like after, like when I realized it. So me and my husband went to go get burgers, and we went to go get chili burgers at Tommy's. If you guys are in California, you know. So we went, and I wanted chili cheese fries, but I like pickles on mine, but he doesn't like pickles. So I always ask for it on the side. Well, we went, whatever. After we got there, like, it was so empty when we got there. Like, there wasn't a lot of people, which is normal. But we got there, and then there was a line of people after we got there, which I don't know if you're high vibrational, you know. We are the bringers of luck. So if we go somewhere that seems empty, we will bring the people. It's just how we are. That is our magic. So anyways, I'm getting our food, you know, and everything. And I realized that they didn't give us the pickles, but the person that was at the window, you know, I mean, they were busy. So they had walked away, and I was like, oh, I feel bad. Like, I feel like a jerk waiting just for pickles. Like, I mean, I wanted them, but they weren't like life or death. Like, I could live without them. Like, I didn't need them. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I'm just gonna let it go. Like, they're busy. Like, the cars are waiting. Our order took forever because I guess since they didn't have anything going already. Like, it took a little bit for it to get our food out. And our drinks too. So, I mean, it just was what it was. It took longer than normal. So I kind of felt bad, which, I don't know, 14, yes, this is just my heart. This is just how I am. But yeah, so I didn't get the pickles. The next day we went grocery shopping, and I had never seen, confirmation burp, I'm sorry. I had never seen dill pickles, which are the ones I like most, which are the ones they have. Or I don't know if they're dill pickles. I think they're called something else, but I like those, like, deli pickles. Why did I say dill pickles? Deli pickles. So we went to Sam's Club, we went groceries, and I had never seen the big jar of, like, I don't remember what brand it is. I think it's the Members Mark. I don't know, but they've never had dill, like big dill pickles, like a big jar thing of, you know, sliced dill pickles is what yeah. I mean, I think they have the regular pickles, but the sliced ones. And yeah, like I thought it was crazy because I was like, I got them and I put them in the cart and whatever. I'm like, ooh, okay, my pickles. And I didn't really think about it till we got home. And I think we had eaten the burgers the night before for dinner. So this is the next day after we got back and whatever, and we're having lunch. And I take out the pickles, and I don't know, like I was just kind of staring at the pickles, and I was like, I've never seen, you know, like the big thing of like the big deli pickles. Like I just never, I want to say they're deli. Yeah, deli, because they have all this stuff in it. So yeah, I was like, that's so weird. Like I've never seen them have them. Like I always look. They usually, I like buying the Wahlburger, I think they are, Wahlburger, right? The pickles, they're the little container thing. I usually get those because I like those. But I don't know, like they're good, don't get me wrong, but we were at Sam's. Like they don't have those at Sam's. So anyways, back to my story. Sorry I'm making it long. But yeah, so we did that. I did that. Why did I say we did that? I did that. I was just staring there, and I just had like the whole thought about the pickles the night before, how like I wanted the pickles and I could have waited and like asked for the pickles, like I could have, but at the same time I'm like, that's fine. Like it's fine. I didn't need those. It wasn't, I wanted pickles and they're not the exact ones I like. So I thought it was kind of funny. I thought it was kind of funny that I didn't get the pickles that night, which, I mean, it wasn't a big deal. But then the next day I found a big jar of the kind I like in a place I've never seen them before. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Sometimes the universe is like, here you go. I know you didn't get your pickles yesterday, but I got you, babe. You know what I mean? I don't know. Sometimes it's crazy, the little things that happen when you don't even think about it. And then when you really focus on it and then, I don't know, like I'm just so grateful. So grateful. So yeah. Just wanted to share that with you guys. I don't know. I thought it was interesting, and it really did bring like a sense of connection. Like, okay, Spirit, I see you. You're like making my day, making my, you know, bringing me the things I need to see that I have what you're saying. Like I need to follow the path that you're asking me to follow, because this feels like the tip of the iceberg. And the thing is that I'm like ready. I'm ready. But it's like, you know how I don't like roller coasters at all. One thing about me, I don't like things that go up. I don't like things that go too fast. I don't know why. Roller coasters and like rides and stuff like that, not for me. I just get like, I have it more up here. I don't know. Anyways, like, but I have been on a few. I'm not gonna lie. Like I've been on kid rides. Like I have to have kids. Even if I don't like it, I'll be like, ah. But that's why I want to use this analogy, because you know how when there's drops, like I can do like the Pirates of the Caribbean drops and some other ones, but once they're a little higher, like it's just, ooh, no, I can't. But since I know the drops at the Pirates of the Caribbean, like I brace for it. That's how I feel that I'm doing right now. Like I know something's coming and I'm bracing for it. So I hope all of you guys are doing the same thing, because I think that's what we need to do. Like we need to do it scared. Like we know it's coming, that drop. But the thing is, the drop isn't a bad thing. The drop that's coming is going to drop your jaw. Like that's the drop. Like you're going to drop your jaw, because you're going to be so surprised at what's coming. And I that's how I'm feeling, that I'm like, I'm going, I know the drop's coming. And I know once I drop, that's when the ride starts. That's when everything's going to be smooth sailing. Like you enjoy the view, you enjoy the things around you. But you have to drop. You have to drop first. And that's where we're at right now. All right. Beautiful family, beautiful collective. I'm going to check you on the next one. hopefully you guys like my chit chat and reading. All right, love you guys. Bye.